So the next organelle that we take into account is vacuoles. We have studied all the organelles, all the important organelles that were present in a eukaryotic and a prokaryotic cell. We are left with vacuoles, and these vacuoles are non-cytoplasmic areas which are responsible for carrying out the concentration and storage of mineral salts and osmoregulation and excretion processes. So we would come to the different types of vacuoles which are present, but before that we need to understand what is vacuole. You know, vacuole is supposed to be extension of endoplasmic reticulum itself, and it is believed that it is greatly expanded endoplasmic reticulum which is having its membrane, and it is supposed to do various functions of storage basically. You might have drawn plant cell and animal cell. The big distinguishing factor was a large vacuole present inside the plant cell which was filled with water. That is your remembering and understanding from the earlier classes. The classes that just dealt with the outer structure and remembering the names. Now we are going to deal with what this vacuole is all about. This vacuole is having a membrane which contains inside non-cytoplasmic areas. That means cytoplasm would not be present over there, but because it is membrane bound, so we consider it as an organelle. In case of plant cells, the membrane that surrounds the vacuole or the area, vacuolar area, that is known as tonoplast. You need to remember this name. And in case of animal cells, if the vacuole is present, that would be bound by a lipoproteinaceous membrane. This tonoplast happens to be semi-permeable, so is in the case of lipoproteinaceous membrane in case of animal cells. And now we see what are the types of vacuoles which would be found. First one is sap vacuole, the one which you drew in your earlier classes, the large plant cell vacuole which was filled with water, and often in your earlier classes books colored in bluish color to give the appearance that it is storing water. It stores and concentrates mineral salts and nutrients in the case of plants, and you know that plants which whatever material has the mineral salts inside it, that happens to be sap, and that's why we study ascent of sap is responsible is carried out by xylem. So we have the sap vacuoles which would be surrounded by tonoplasts, and they would be characteristic of plant cells. Then we have contractile vacuoles. Again, from your knowledge of earlier classes, you used to draw paramecium and you used to draw a contractile vacuole inside it. That was for the regulation of osmolarity and excretion of the waste products within the cell. So we have contractile vacuoles present in the animal cells. Then we have food vacuoles. They would be storing some sort of food material. They could be present in both animal and plant cells, and mostly in animal cells because plant cells already have a huge sap vacuole. And the last one is air vacuoles. Over here you have to remember that these vacuoles, also known as gas vacuoles, would be present inside prokaryotic cells only. So air vacuoles are present in prokaryotic cells like blue-green algae and purple sulfur bacteria. These air vacuoles are nothing but gas vesicles which are present inside the cell and which provide buoyancy to the particular cell. So this is all about understanding of the vacuole. What is the membrane, how is it formed, and what are its various functions, what are its various forms found in different types of cells, whether prokaryotic or eukaryotic.